of South Florida, a weekly show reviewing South Florida's best Black-owned restaurants, detailing their culinary delights and special libations. Now introducing our host, the dynamic and award-winning Chef Irie.
Yeah? Good. Everyone mind me taking a picture of the food as the show starts. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Flavor of South Florida. And we are here in Broward. Yes, Broward. I love Broward. I live in Broward. Well, I live in Broward, Fort Lauderdale. Same difference, Hollandale Beach. But we are here in Pembroke Pines, people. And as you can see in the back of me, we are at Kasa Champet. Yes. And today we are doing some Haitian cuisine, Haitian food. So, before I even get into, the whole aspect of what we're eating today and sampling today, just, a little shout out to some of the shows. So on Mondays, make sure you check out Business of Black Business with Mr. J. Reynolds. Tuesday, My Money, Your Money with Bridget Lumpkins. On Wednesday, MIA Soul, hosted by Nikki Jellin. Yes, Nikki says YOLO. Thursday, yes, lunch with Legacy Leaders with Anne-Marie Sorrell. And of course, here we are, Thursday evening, 7 p.m., Flavors of South Florida. Yes, that's what we have. Now, before I even taste any of this stuff, I just want to give a big shout out to all my friends, all my Haitian friends, all my Zoes, all my peeps, man, the people who I've met along the way, chefs. You all have been hugely supportive, and the love has been awesome. For all my friends, who I continue to speak to this day, and the friends that I met in Haiti. Yes, I've been to Haiti. I've been there several times, 3 times to be exact, to participate in West of Wailakai, the Spirits and Food Festival. And of course, we're going to talk a little bit about this rock barbecue. Yes, baby. All right. So what do we have on the menu today, my peoples? We obviously have some grill. And right in the middle right here, we have some lambie. Yes, so lambie, conch, stewed conch. And we have legume. And this is a beef legume. And traditionally, this dish, you can have it all vegetarian. You can have chicken in it, you can have fish in it. Today, it has beef in it. And today, they didn't have any dirigeon, but we have beans and rice today. And so you can see the wonderful color of this dish. Yeah. And you all know that when you have the grill, you have to have some spicy pickles. And this is their pickled cabbage, carrots, and of course, there's Scotch bonnet in this bad boy with a lot of vinegar and all that good stuff. And anything else that's spicing up this pickles. So you can't have grill without banana peze. Yes. So this is fried plantains, smashed fried plantains, banana peze. That's what it's called. And over here, we have sospoa. And sospoa is their version of black bean sauce. And it's served with white rice, steamed white rice. So we're going to dig in, and first I'm going to go with the legume, all right? And so we're gonna move our lambie over here, and we're just going to put a little on the plate. Now, you can have the lambie just like, not the lambie, the legume, just like this, or as I'm going to do. So we're going to do some different things, We're going to add some rice, and we're going to add some sospoa. Yes, over that. Let's do that. And here we go. So yes, in Haiti, there are a lot of dishes that are stewed. So whether it's the legume, the lambie, oh yeah, smells good, right? So we're gonna try this first with our fork. dig in. Mm. That is good. All right. And we're going to try a little bit of the legume. Legume. And this, like I said earlier, this is with beef. Mm. Well, everything about Haitian food is all about flavors, bold flavors. And you're not gonna have anything that's sorely under seasoned. The cooking process in the Caribbean for a lot of dishes sometimes it takes a lot of time, and the beef in the legume, flavorful and tender. I can taste the spices and I can taste the season, the epice that goes into making these dishes. So I pretty much will guarantee you that probably epice is in most of these the stew, the lambie, the griot. And hold on one second. Just finish this up. Mm. Very good. It's very good. So I did say we're coming to you from Kasa Champet, and they're located at 7920 Pines Boulevard. So if you know where the Hooters is, at the corner of Pines and University, you can't miss it. It's right behind Hooters on the front-facing part of the building that faces into the plaza. So that is where we are tonight. And like I said earlier, we're having Haitian food. Mm. And it's delicious. All right. Now that we have that, mm, that was good. We're going to try some lambie. And this is stewed conch. Now, if you know anything about conch, so you can eat conch raw. So if you've ever been to the Bahamas and you're having conch salad, yes, you can have conch, raw in the conch salad. You can have conch in fritters, and you can have conch like this stewed. Now, the cool thing about conch, you can either cook it very quickly, or you can cook it for a very long time. In between, might not be so happy with it. So if you cook it very long time, it's gonna get nice and tender. Yes, and that's what I'm expecting, nice and tender. All right. So this drink is on their cocktail menu, and this is their Champet Moon. Mm. So the Champet Moon has dark rum, iced tea, vodka, and triple sec. And I'm assuming that this dark rum is barbecue. I think it is. And I'll actually tell you a quick story a little later when I get to try the barbecue. All right, let's try this lambie. All right. All right. Oh, yeah. Everything here has been presented very lovely. And so there's dining throughout the day. I think they're open at 11. I think probably Tuesday to Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Sunday hours might be different. And there's also events that are here on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday. So it could be a jazz experience. There's also, all night Creole, as I saw on the marquee that was rolling up. So they do have events here that you can come after hours to hang out on the weekends for sure. All right, Lambie. Okay, we have to have some rice. If you know anything about Caribbean, you know that rice is a huge, huge staple for almost every Caribbean island. Rice and provisions, all right? So Haiti is no stranger to rice. Okay, so we have rice and beans. Very nice, very nice. All right. So remember I said earlier, conch, you cook it either quickly, eat it raw, or you cook it for a long time, for a very slowly, and you want to have it very tender. It needs to come out very tender, and this is super tender. It's very flavorful, not overly spicy. Mm. It's good. That everything about Haitian food needs to be super spicy. Especially if you're gonna do pickles. So we're gonna try the pickles and the griot, and we're gonna take a sip of our champet moon. Mm. Okay. All right. Another plate, because I'm going to dig in. All right. So griot. You never had Haitian food before. What griot is pork chunks, pork cubes. That's washed, seasoned, with all the spices. Definitely some épices, citrus, bouillon, a lot of different things that goes in. And so the cool thing is that after a season sits, then the pork chunks are boiled and strained, and then it's refried. So it's basically twice cooked refried pork. But the beauty of the dish is having it with the banane pesé and the pickles, right? So it's kind of like they go hand in hand. You can't have griot without pickles. And so we're going to have a little bit of that. And of course, there's always, a sauce. And I think usually the sauce comes from after you boil the pork, you use some of that and some of the marinade and reduce that to make a really cool sauce for the pork. So we're just going to pour that over the griot. And I'm going to use my hands today. Mm. Yeah, that pickles is kicking. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have a bite of the banana pesé. Nice and warm. So these you want to eat them when they're nice and warm, because at warm, they're tender, they're easy to bite into. When they get cold, they get harder. The cool thing that I'm liking about the griot is that it's not cooked to death or dried out. It's still moist. Mm. Crispy on the outside, still soft and moist on the inside. For me, that's perfect. As opposed to fried so much that it dries out the pork. Remember now, the pork was already cooked. And then you're gonna fry it again just to crisp it up. This is good. Mm. Wow. All right. Taste this. Mmm. So we've quickly ran through some of the iconic dishes that you would get in most Haitian restaurants. Obviously there are other seafood dishes, and there are other dishes that you should try. But these are the ones that we tried today: the Lambie stewed conch, the legume stewed vegetables. So the legume usually has cabbage, eggplant, carrots, sometimes watercress, whatever vegetables that you have, then you put it in, and it gets cooked down, nice and soft and tender, seasoned. Definitely some lettuce in there, and other seasonings, because you want to make sure that it tastes good, it's vibrant, and it's tasty. And that's what this is. The beef, definitely, it gets cooked down and added to the beef, and everything just niceness. All right, your sauce bar. Not bad for a Jamaican, that's eating and explaining Haitian dishes, right? This is awesome. For me, this is like heaven. So I'm gonna have some more of the rice with the sauce bar. because you know I must. And so, as I'm doing that, I did little the Champet moon, and now, you know, after you've eaten a feast like this, hopefully not by yourself, you've had friends, some griot, some lambie, some legume. You know, you chomping on the banana pesette. You may have a cigar. Guess what? Your belly full, rice, whether it's the rice and beans or dirigeon, you must have yourself a glass of barbecue. Trust me, you must. And one of my stories in Haiti. Okay, the only thing I would say is that my 3 trips to Haiti, all 3 trips to Haiti, there is one night on all 3 trips that I don't remember. And that is all I'm going to say about barbecue. All right? But it's an amazing tasting rum. And you know, I think barbecue, you need to experience the flavors of it. As a rum drinker, I love barbecue. You know, I love the rums of the islands. Yes, I'm Jamaican, and I love Jamaican rums, but I love rum. And this one is right up there. You can have it 4 star, 5 star. You can have the rum that's made with most of the fruits. You can have dark or white. Um, you can have, I think there's a 20 year, if I'm not mistaken, or 15 year. Have those rums, try them, put them in your on your rum shelf, and make some cool cocktails. This one is really really good. Like I said, it's the dark rum with vodka, iced tea, and triple sec, and of course, you know, wedge and lime and some mint. Yes, it looks like a fruit punch, but it don't taste like a fruit punch. There's the nice citrus tones. All right, back to the sauce. Wow. So, Casa, mm, yeah. You know, I'm a sucker for rice and beans. Mm. So, you can have sauce pois with red beans, and you can also have sauce pois noir, which is um, the black beans. You know, so this is really good. You gotta come and you gotta try it. Mm, it's good. So it's a very large space here. So if you have a large group coming to dine, they can cater to you. They can cater for 2 people. They can cater to 8. They can cater for 15, 20. As I'm looking, they can cater for a nice big party, 50 to 100 people for sure. So you can come out, have your Haitian food. Like I said, you know, right behind me, there's a stage, there's entertainment. So this is not just solely just a restaurant, but it's a restaurant and lounge. So like I said earlier, there is entertainment on the weekends. There's jazz, there's Creole night, and there's also a Sunday vibe that you can come to. I think it's later in the Sunday afternoon. Not quite sure about the time, but check it out on their website. Look them up on Google. 7920 Pines Boulevard. That's where we are today. One more time, the Lambie, because we must. It is super tender. Mm, mm. Epic, you ask, just real quickly, you know, been watching videos of people making green seasoning. This is another version of green seasoning, I guess Haitian style. You know, so you're gonna have parsley, garlic, peppers, onion, definitely some Scotch bonnet. You know, that's gonna get pureed, and spices, salt, pepper, and that gets, you know, pureed. Not so smooth. You want it a little chunky, slightly chunky, and you make that, and that will become part of your seasoning for your griot, for your lambie, for your beef. Some, if you want to put it in the rice and beans or the dirigeon, definitely, you know, put some in your sauce bar, and just make sure that, you know, you're enjoying an amazing Haitian meal. So try it, check it. Yes, and one sip of the moon, And now we're gonna have a sip of our babanku. Mm. Fuyo! Yes, two different cultures, but it's all right. So, peace, love, and chicken grease. And remember, always go out and have you some food and fire experiences. I am Chef Irie. Definitely link us up if you know of a restaurant that you would like to see us review and talk about. Put it in the DM or the comments. Let us know. We go out and check them out and bring it back to you. So once again, Chef Ari, thank you for stopping by for another episode of Flavors of South Florida. We'll come at you next week. Happy St. Patrick's Day, people. Peace.